Hello guys, it's me, Lise. Just got a few things to show you, and Mr. Postman's been, and what else? I've designed some new little bits that I want to show you. There was other things as well, but I don't know where I've put them, so that'll have to wait. But as my description said, Mr. Postman's been. And it was a Mr. this time, although I did have something from a Mrs. just before, but my stuff's all come from a Mr. Postman. And we have a little, I'll just move it down a bit, and we have a bag here. Now I have opened it, and it didn't all come in the one packet, but I have opened it and put it all together, because it was a while since I knew it was going to be a bit before I could actually come on live. Hiya Jackie, my love, you all right? Nice to see you. So I've just opened it and put it all together, and I thought I'll show you all at once rather than be opening lots of packages. So I must look at what one of them is. Just bear with me a second. Wait for a couple of people to join if they're going to. I've got some new moulds, you see, and there's one of them, I can't remember what it's for, the other I do. Most of it's moulds. You missed my last live, that's fine, love, don't worry about it. These things happen. Right, okay. Oh, I'll tell you what else came that I haven't shown you. Just bear with me a second. It's in here. Right. Oh, and I've got some more, didn't I? Right. You still there, Jackie? I know, 57 subscribers. I'm well chuffed. I'll have to work it up once more. So, let me show you what I've got today, Jackie. Got lots to show you. I've been wanting some beehives with bees. And I saw a lovely mould and thought, oh, that's lovely. I really like that one. But this is it. It's huge. But what I could do, each one's quite deep in itself. So what I could do is either do a whole big mould and have it like a coaster. I think it's actually for a cake mould. You put your cake mixture in there. But I thought I could use each individual one, or do a whole mat, do like a table mat, a beehive table mat, or just do like one. So it's huge, and they sent me two. So I have two huge beehives, or whatever they're called, and I have used it. I have used it already for this. Actually, I'll wait and I'll show you in a minute, because what else I have is these little stamps. I don't know whether you can see them. They're like it's like a postcard, and it's got stamps on, and then letters, and it's lots of stamps and like ink dots, as if it's been splashed with ink. And what I did is combine that with this mould and made this in polymer clay. So this is like a slab of clay with the postcard mold, the postcard stamped onto it. I got a number 8 out of the mold, and then no, they're stamps, lovely. They're not stickers, they're stamps. So you would they're ink stamps mainly for cards, but I use them in my clay because you can actually push them into the clay and leave the indentation behind. So that's what this one's done. You use the postcard one, pushed it into the clay, and then you've got the indentations of the postcard. Then I use this mould here to make the bee here. So I just put the clay inside the bee, and I just used this translucent clay and then painted the stripes on the bee. And then I got another alphabet number mould and put that there. And then the whole thing, this was blue, this was bright red, and then the bee obviously was just translucent clay. So then I used micro powders to enhance it. So I used like a silver micro powder over the top of this, a bronzy red gold over the top of the 8, and then the bee I just painted with the different micro powders that would represent a bee, so the yellow and the black. And I've made this, and this is for my mother-in-law because they live on a number 8. So I thought they make nice door plaques. And on the same line, I did this from past stamps. I also found, which I got given, was these hippopotamus stamps. Or, yeah, they are stamps, like ink. You put them on a, you put them on a block, and then you can either ink them and use them on cards, or I use them in clay. And that with the hippo mold, I made that one. So I have got another postcardy type mold or frame mold that I used here. This is in lilac clay, and then I used the stamp, rubbed the whole thing with silver. Well, after I stamped this, so I've stamped a little, one of the stamps in with sentiments in there. You're kind of a big deal. That's there. But I'm thinking I'm going to put some actual paint in there to make it stand out a little bit more, because it's hard to read. And then I use this hippopotamus. I love this hippo, and he was done on black clay and then covered with silver. And you can see how, because he's been lightened with the silver, you can really see the black outline of the stamp. And the same with the stamp on the lilac, you can see the lilac coming through. So this one will be used as like a gift tag. You can actually write on the back if you wanted to. You could stick paper on if needs be. And I think that would make a lovely gift tag, because it's not too thick. It's got some bend to it. The other one's a bit thicker. That's double thickness, so it's not as bendy. But I think what we'll do is mount that one on some wood. But this one, I'm going to put a hole in one side, probably this side. Add a little bit of lilac ribbon, and then that can tie nicely onto any gifts. And as I say, you can write on the back if you wanted to, or etch something on the back. Or if they're to order, what I thought was I could actually even etch a little message on the back for them before they take the tag away. So that's that. So that's what I've made already with this mould. And I'm going to have a go today with some resin, which I won't be doing on camera because my camera's still broken, and I can use it, but I'm a bit about using it. And my computer has got to be out of the way when I'm dealing with resin, because I don't want to damage it, so you can't really see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is do the resin, do it all out, then I'll use my phone and video what I've done and talk you through what I've done in a video afterwards, and then do the unmolding tomorrow. Does that make sense? I hope so. So I've also bought, that's them shown, I've shown you them. This one won't stay in the stamp. Stay. Just give it a bit of a clean. So it won't stick on there. There we go. Helps if you put them the right way around. Right, so that's them. And then, so then I bought some more moulds to these ones. Now I thought these would be something different. You attach them to a keyring chain, and they're various different shapes. Some of them are in the shape of a dog, or a rabbit, or a cat. So you've got your rabbit, your dog, and your cat. And then you've got just general, what look like keys. And then you've got some different shapes like a heart, don't know what that's supposed to, spanner, and like an anchor type thing. And what they are, door openers, or things that you can use for using on the ATM. So instead of using your hands on to open doors, you use one of these, and you use the hook, and it hooks around and you pull the door open. Or you can press buttons with a key, so it means you're not using your hands in public places, so it reduces the risk of infection. And I thought, with the way things are at the moment, they would be quite popular. And I'm going to have a go doing some of those today. I'll do them in different colours and add flowers and things like that. And we'll see how they turn out. I also got these in a similar sort of set. I got these hangers. So these are just basically just hangers. You can hang your keys off them. They're just the small hooks here. So you can hang your keys off them, or in the car to hang a jacket or something. Yeah, very handy for disabilities as well. I never thought about that, Jackie. Excellent. Oh, my hair's all over the place. It's getting too long. So I thought they would be nice to hang in cars and to hang next to the door for your keys. So that came as a set of 4. So that was another idea I had. So we'll see how they turn out today. So I've got some big projects to do, because I've got my hippopotamus that I showed everybody, the big hippo, which is the money box. I'm going to do that today. I'm also going to do the deer today and the jewellery stand. Then those hooks and the door openers. I've also got some other little bits to do if there's any resin left over. And then I bought these, which are cabochon bales. So basically this spins, this turns round, and it's got 2 sides, so you can put something on both sides of it. And then this is a moon, and you got your hook at the top, and then it comes with domes to add to it. But I think if you're resining, you probably won't need those domes. You just dome it with the resin. So that's those, and I've got some in silver and some in bronze. There's not many of them. Let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each colour. So there's not loads, but double-sided. So you probably get a lot out of it. So that's that. I also, just bear with me a second, I'll put this on mute until the phone stops ringing. Right, sorry about that. It's just it's the business line and I don't want people's addresses going on to the tube. My customers and details, that's not fair. So I also bought these with the same idea as stamping into clay. These aren't so good with clay. They're more ink stamps. They do leave a good impression, but then the clay gets stuck in the little crevices like that. And you see how the clay's got stuck in places, and it's really hard to clean out, although I probably could get a toothbrush and clean them out with a toothbrush. But there's that one. They're all trees. Then you've got that one. They're all on wooden blocks, which are quite nice. Then there's that one. And finally, that one. So they're all lovely moulds, but I don't think they're any good with clay. So I will be using them rather with card making rather than clay. So that's those. Stick them all back in there. And then finally, I got a set of 6 of these mandalas. There's that one, that one, that one, that one makes a lovely stamp, and that one. Okay, and they make absolutely beautiful pieces. Now then, if I can find, I did actually do some. I made little pendants out of them. And basically, all you do, you roll your clay out and you just stamp it and then cut it in whatever shape you want. And then what I did was I rubbed micro powder over the top. So the micro powder actually helps bring out the pattern. I could use baby powder, I suppose, yeah. Baby powder. On them. There's also use water because clay doesn't react, doesn't stick to anything that's been put with water or alcohol. So could use that as well. And it did sort of work when I did the wet wipe. But I've got plenty more. I think I'll leave those for stamping on cards because I am going to be making some cards before long. These ones though are fabulous. They stamp lovely, and then as I say, if you rub some micro powder over the top, that makes some lovely effects. I will take some pictures and put them on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter so that you can see what I've done. And I will be using these quite a lot and making more of them because they make lovely, lovely pieces of jewellery. So that's those. So that's all that Mr. Postman's brought over the last few days. I am expecting more. I have ordered a cutter, like a special cutter that's supposed to cut all which ways and what ways and however. So I'm going to test that out. What else have I ordered? There's a couple of other things, but I can't remember. And I'm still waiting on some diamond painting bags, some bags for diamond painting. So that's everything I've got to show you today. Anybody got any questions or would like to have a chat about anything? Jackie, would you like to come on, share my screen? You're more than welcome. Introduce yourself properly so that we can meet officially. Not that you have to. But there's the link if you would like to. We do make more than one use out of a tool because you need to really, otherwise you spend a fortune. And why not? I mean, things are so adaptable. You can use them in all kinds of things. Like I use things both in lots of different, like resin, clay, paper craft. You can really mix and match lots of different tools, paints. I've got some alcohol inks as well. I think I've already shown you that Mr. Postman brought the alcohol inks. So I'm looking forward to having a go with those. I think I'm going to have a go with those in the maybe another day. Okay, Jackie. We must get together sometime and join me on this, even if it's just, or we could Zoom together and just get to know each other, if that would be preferable, rather than going on a live stream. It's up to you. But no, that's fine. So I'm going to have a go with the alcohol inks this afternoon. I've also got my chessboard to finish. So I'm going to finish my chessboard. I'm going to do the deer. I'm going to do the hippo, and I'm going to do the jewelry tree, and then I'm going to do the hangers. So I've got lots to prepare, lots to work on this afternoon. And I've also got a spaghetti bolognese to make, so that should be fun. And then that'll be it, because once I do my resin, it fills my table and I can't do anything else, although I could go in the other room and do some diamond painting, but we'll see. I haven't done any more UV resin, although I might have a go doing some UV with these little hooks, see what happens with them. I think I might do that first. But we'll see. If I'm mixing resin, I might as well do epoxy, because I think it's a harder resin. What I've found with this, I don't know whether you saw, Jackie, on my last video, but this was the one I did with UV resin, and it's been very, very bendy. And no matter how much I try and straighten it or harden it, it's just bending. And as soon as I put it in there, you can see it's already. But as soon as I put it in there, it tends to start falling backwards. Actually, it's holding its own at the minute. So I'll give it another go and we'll see what happens. Because I really like the effect of it. The colours, the things, that how I painted it and everything. And the base. I think it's really pretty. But, as I say, it's not very hard. So it keeps bending and falling over, which is no good if you want it for what it doesn't fulfill its purpose then. So I'll leave it like that and we'll see what happens by the end of the day. Already looks like it's on a slant. It's not quite as bendy as what it was. It's not. There, we'll see what happens. I can already see it starting to move. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Have you seen what I've been up to on my Twitter, miniature tree and garden snowblood? I haven't seen those, no. I haven't seen those. I have been looking on Twitter, but I haven't seen those. I have put a couple of things up myself. I think I've put both those plaques up, to be honest with you. Although I haven't put the pendants up, and now I can't remember where I put them. Typical, isn't it? You put things away for safekeeping and you can't remember where you put them. That's nice. Oh, berry juice. On that note, Jackie, I think I'm going to love you and leave you. I've shown you everything that I had to show today. And as I say, I've got a busy afternoon ahead of me. So I'm going to go and get on with what I've done. I will video it either on my phone or I'll have a go on the camera to show you what I've actually done and how I did it. I'll try and video the whole process. Right, step-by-step progress, right? Very good. That will be good to watch. So I'll see whether I can video the whole process on my camera and then edit it. And we'll see what will come up with. But if not, I'll video it at the end, do a separate video when I've finished everything, talking you through what I did and what's there. And then tomorrow we'll do an unmolding, probably in the afternoon. So yeah, on that note, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Love to have you. Pleased that you've joined my little crafty team. Love to see you. The more the merrier, that's what I say. More constructive criticism is always welcome on this channel. We like to share ideas, but please remember to be polite, respectful, and I can't remember the other thing I say. Polite, respectful, and courteous, please, if that's okay. If you've been before, thank you very much for sticking by me. I've got 57 subscribers now. Yay. Thank you, everybody who's joined my team. That's great. Love, love, love to see you and hear from you. And love to share your different creations. On that note, that's it. Thank you very much again for watching. I'm going to love you and leave you. Please remember to pass on a smile if you get the opportunity to. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye. Bye, Jackie. Bye, everybody.